What's up, everybody? Hollywood Will back with another live stream. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been on, so my apologies, but today I got 25 deals to show you, and I'm going to try to keep it right around an hour, hour and 10 minutes. We'll see. I'm long winded sometimes, I get it, but hopefully you guys are enjoying your week. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday deals. And we are going to get started here. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're watching from your social media platforms, remember I will not be able to see your comments unless you're on YouTube. But more importantly, you won't be able to see the carousel of products. Hop on over to the Amazon platform. You can see the carousel of products. You can jump ahead if you want, or you can, wait for me to talk about and show the product. I either have the product in hand or I have a video to show you guys. If you're watching on Amazon platform from a mobile device, just remember when you click on a product, you're going to deviate away from the stream. Don't worry about it. I'll still be here when you get back. If you are watching from a laptop or a desktop, what's going to happen is when you click on it, it'll open up a new tab within the same browser. So you'll hear me, but you just won't see me. So, cool deal? All right. So, what do we have here? This is the phone car mount. I decided to show you guys this one first because I don't know where you live, but we're in Pennsylvania. So finally, after all of these years, they passed the law. It is illegal to hold your device while driving. Should have been illegal from the start. Most of the other states, I've lived in Jersey, California, Georgia, you can't drive holding that in any of those states. So, but anyway, I do like this one because it's simple. You don't have to worry about adhesive peeling off or getting old or getting sticky or anything like that. You just have a hook, you unscrew it, as you guys can see here. If you have a horizontal system, then what's going to happen is you're going to have the hook this way, you're going to put it in, pull it back, and then screw it in, and then turn the mount to where you need it to. And you're just going to turn it 90 degrees if you have a vertical system. So super easy, super simple, and super inexpensive. It is way cheaper than the alternative. All right, we're going to check out and see what the prices are here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so they added another color, which is pretty cool. So now they have the black, the blue, gold, which is a new color, and then they have the purple. Super inexpensive, $19.99, 318 reviews, 4 out of 5 stars. So again, cheaper than the alternative, 20 bucks. Get your phone mount. You don't have to worry about the adhesive. You don't have to worry about anything like that. All right. So this next product is your Agovi Life Wi-Fi hygrometer. Full disclosure, 6 months, 8 months ago, I didn't even know what a hygrometer was. So apparently, not apparently, it's what it is. If you have a greenhouse and you need to, just keep track of that, you put a hygrometer in there, and that way you'll be notified when certain dew points are reached, certain temperatures are reached or not reached. So I do have this here, and we are going to open this up. So this is a new one, and I thought it was, oh man, hold on here. All right, there we go. So this is a new one. Govee, I have a ton of products, including hygrometers from them. They just sent me these, so I'm going to talk about them here. You guys can get a good idea what it looks like. So now, a lot of times your hygrometers are going to have the LCD screen, digital. These do not. So you have your gateway, which is really nothing more than a plug, but it does have a button here in the front. What you're going to do is you're going to plug that in, and then you are going to place the sensors in the strategic areas. So if you have a greenhouse, you're going to put these throughout your greenhouse. If you just, some people want to use it indoors for a room, you can go ahead and do that too. But here's the great thing about it. Govee has an app. It's a free app. It's always free, no in-app purchases. You're going to download that app, and then you're going to connect it. Make sure you're connected to the Wi-Fi, which is what this button's for, and the app will automatically search for what is Govee. And then you click on it, and then boom, you are all set up, and you can get real-time updates. You can get notifications. You can get emails. You can get alarm notifications, so you actually hear something instead of just, getting a notification with no sound. So it's really great, and they're usually very inexpensive. So I do like that about Govee Life. Let's see if we are gonna save some money here. All right, so the 3 sensor with the 1 gateway is $74.99, 33% off, limited time deal. Drops the price of $49.99. And then there is a 10% additional promo code if you select 2 items. Depends if you need 2 items. I never ever would get another product just to save an extra 10%. I mean, unless it was going to be worth it if I needed the second product. So now there is 6 sensors, which is what I have here, and that price is $104.99, 24% off, drops the price to $79.74. This is a brand new model, 4.5 out of 5 stars, 82 reviews. So this is something, again, people use it for their kids all the time. I didn't realize that. Temperatures are important, dew points are important, but mainly these are used for people with a green thumb. All right, let's see what we got here. So this next product is the Govee Life Smart Ice Maker. This is going to be a Govee theme, guys and gals. So download the free app. Again, no in-app purchases, and you're able to run your entire household. Let's take a look at this ice maker. Really quick video. I believe it's about a minute long. All right. So essentially, when I soup to nuts, this is all I did. I turned on the machine. I opened up the app because I had already downloaded it. And then it automatically searched for it, found it. I hit connect. It asked me for my Wi-Fi credentials, which I went ahead and put in, and then I was connected. So now what I can do is I can make ice from my phone. I can set up times where if I want to go to bed and wake up and have, certain X amount of, pounds of ice, I can. The great thing about this, in a 24-hour period, it'll give you about 26.7 pounds of ice per 24 hours. So it does take about 10, 12 minutes, somewhere around there, to regenerate and just put the water in there and make the ice. So it was fairly easy. It just took a little bit of time, but it's a lot cheaper to do it this way than to continue to buy ice, because my ice maker in the freezer was broken and old. So, but anyway, a lot of good settings here. There are more settings that you can do from within the app, but you are more than capable of running this thing without using the app. The ice scooper is magnetic, so you see it just sticks on the wall there, and you have plenty of ventilation there, so nothing overheats and nothing drips. So pretty cool deal. And right now, you have a double discount, so it's $179.99, 25% off, drops the price to $134.99, and then you have a 5% promo code that I will drop in the chat right now. That is not the chat. I am not understanding what's going on here. Nothing is working today. My apologies, everyone. All right, so now we're good to go. And with that said, we are going to hop on over to the next product, which is more Govee Life. So this is your Govee Life refrigeration temperature, and I do have the video for this as well. This is the thermometer. So the mistake that I made without even looking at anything was I put the digital thermometer inside of the refrigerator. That is not the way to go. That is going to be there's adhesive strips. You're going to stick it onto the back of the thermometer, and then you are going to put that on the outside. There is a cord, as you guys can see. You're going to tie the cord around the piece that is going to go on the inside. So don't make that mistake. They give you two. I was like, oh, one goes in and one goes out. That is not it at all. That is not it at all. As you can see the piece here, that is where the end of the cord is going to wrap around, and that goes on the inside. Same thing applies here with the Govee Life app. It'll automatically search for whatever is turned on. And then you add it, and then you'll have a lot of settings. You'll get real-time data. You can set it to be where you can get an alert if it drops to a certain temperature or if it goes above a certain temperature. So a lot of cool features here. And this one here also has a deal. Hopefully we can keep that theme going today. $69.99, 19% off, drops the price of $56.99, and 637 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So definitely trending upward. All right. Thank you for that YouTube follow. I appreciate you. All right, so before I go to the next product, just to give you guys a heads up, today's live stream is the last live stream for the week. I will not be here Sunday, but I will return next Wednesday. And then we will continue with the summer theme. Everything that you will see on here can be used, and we'll have some sort of summer deal going on. As long as they're in stock, I can't guarantee you they won't sell out. All right, so now let's quickly go over the digital meat thermometer. All right, so what I liked about this one, number one, again, another Govee app product. So you're going to download the Govee app, install, add everything. You can run your entire household. So this here is magnetized. That case is magnetized. The thermometer is actually on the inside. When the thermometer is on the inside, it is charging, which is great. Take off that label before you stick the thermometer into the meat. Again, you can run everything from the app, and it even gives you labels. So this one is just a singular one, but there is where you can get doubles and triples. And then it gives you labels, so you can label 1, 2, and 3, and then you would match that up within the app. It does take about 2 hours to charge. I did find that out. I was a little unhappy about that. I thought it would have come, fully charged where I can just start using it. It did not. It is completely digital, so you can watch and look out for alerts from the box there or from the app. Either way, super easy to use and super efficient. I did use it to make a brisket, and unfortunately that video is 6.5 minutes long. No one wants to watch that, so we're keeping it here nice and short. Let's see here. So this one has a double discount going on as well. $69.99, 29% off. Drops the price of $49.99, and then you're getting an additional $12 coupon clip. So a little bit over 200 reviews, also a newer item, 4.5 out of 5 stars. We are going to keep this train going. The next product is the 36-inch tower fan. So a few things. It is summertime. I don't know where you guys live. I'm in Pennsylvania. I have a tower fan. It's actually sitting right here. It's a little hot in here, but if I turn it on, even though it's not loud, it'll affect my live stream. So what I do is I use my tower fan, Govee tower fan, for part of my white noise at night. You guys have seen enough live streams to know when I talk about like fans and such, I'm a complete psycho. I need the AC on, I need fans going, and then I just like snuggle up underneath my comforter blanket. So this one here, 36 inches. Did you guys see here how it's already like automatically searching for it? You just connect it and then put your Wi-Fi credentials in, and then you're good to go. Everything up top from the tower you can do within the app. The app also has a couple of more that has two more speeds. So there's only three speeds if you use it from the tower. There's five speeds from the app. So you can, really, have it cold in there. I do like it. It's not like an AC one where it's like blowing out the Freon or whatever that is, but it still was, rather cold. So I did appreciate that. It was also super easy to put together in case anybody was wondering. All right, so this 36-inch is $99.99, and then you have a $30 coupon clip. And you also you can redeem a 40% off promo code. So I'm not sure. It says with qualifying purchase, so I'm assuming this is a qualifying purchase, but give it a try. I will go ahead and stick this in the chat for anybody who wants to use it. I know most of you guys are talking from YouTube. I see some comments in there. I always appreciate you. If you guys can hop on over to the Amazon platform where everyone's in one space, that would be pretty awesome, but not mandatory. All right, this is Tower Fan promo code. So that way you can just copy that promo code, and then when you are ready to check out, you just drop it in there. All right, let's keep this train moving. So this next product is a water leak detector. This is something that I wish that I had growing up, because we have sinks that leak. Sometimes we have water heaters that will burst or whatever. And if you're not home, that's going to be a disaster when you get home. Or you can use these sensors, place them strategically, and then if something is leaking, whether if it's from the bottom or from the top, you'll be notified. If you're home, it sounds like a fire alarm. I'm actually going to turn this on so you guys can hear this. I'm going to turn the volume on. This out. You also get notified. And then you just push the button there and it turns off. But you also get notified within the app. So even if you're not home, you'll get notified with the app. So that is awesome. Put these around. All right, so just so you can get an idea, it was pretty loud. If you're home, you'll know. If you're not home, you'll have an alert within real time. You'll have an alert on your app. You'll be notified also via email. So that way you can, avoid a further disaster. All right, so this one here, just one gateway, which again is the plug, and one sensor, is $29.99. 20% off, drops the price to $23.99. This one here has 190 reviews. Everything's new. So 190 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. You also, if you want, you can do the one gateway and the 3 sensors, or if you need an even bigger package, 1 gateway and 5 sensors. The 1 gateway and 5 sensors, actually right now, it's only $68.99, and then you have a 23% coupon clip. So pretty solid deal there. All right, we have another water detector here. This one is the older 2024 brand, but I'm going to show it to you guys anyway. All right. So this one here Same concept, you just get more of them. Older brand, the batteries still will last you about up to a year. You get real time within 2 seconds, and then you can be notified. Again, you take the gateway, you plug it in, you make sure it connects to your Wi-Fi, and then you're good to go. And just strategically place those. You can get data within the app. You can also have the data emailed to you as well if you don't always want to be inside the app. But I essentially, because I run so many things from my home that has Govee, I just leave my app. It's like part of the background. So I just leave it open. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn this on so you guys can hear it. Sound like such. And we're working now, what happens if you're not home? Well, so yeah, very similar, just as loud, if not a little bit louder. If you're home, awesome. If not, still no worries because you're notified in real time. This one here right now is $89.99, 22% off, drops the price to $69.99. Over 1,100 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. All right, so this next product we are going to talk about is the HEPA 3-in-1 air purifier. I need this because I have cats. So I have a humidifier and an air purifier. I'm actually allergic to cats, like cat dander. I know. Why do you have cats? I didn't know when I got them. So this is great for smaller rooms. Like if you have something that's like 3,000 square feet, you're going to need something just a little bit bigger. But this one here, about 500 square feet. So great for rooms, more than enough. You have a night light that you can change colors on the app. You can't change the colors from the top of the air purifier, but you can change it from the app. You can also set it for X amount of time you want it on. You can also set it. It will also notify you, by the way, when it's time for you to change out your filter, which will be about every 6 months. So pretty cool there. It is a 3-in-1. It's almost like a plug and play because the filter's already in there. You just have to remember, open it up, tear off the plastic, and take the filter out of the plastic, put it in, close it up. It's magnetic, as you guys can see there, so pretty easy. And then just connect it to your Govee Life and make your life simpler. This one here is $99.99, 30% off, drops the price of $69.99, 425 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is, I forgot to mention, it does have a sleep mode as well. Everything, literally everything can be done from the Govee Life app. And if you guys are just joining this Govee Life app, there is never any in-app purchases, so it's completely free. It'll auto detect what you have turned on or plugged in. That is Govee Life, and then you just sync it and make sure you know your Wi-Fi credentials. Simple as that. All right, next one we have another purifier, but this one is they consider on the mini side, although it was pretty tall, just as tall as the other one, so I'm not sure why they call it mini. This is something, again, the differences are this is not a 3-in-1, number one. Number two, it's obviously shaped different, but you still have like the night light, you still have other settings that you can run. The one thing I do like about this here is that it'll let you know when the air is good. So I just turned this on and it was green. So the air was pretty much perfect. If it's colored blue, like that little ring there, the little circle, if it was blue, the air is good enough. If it is yellow, orange, or red, then the air is bad. Give it some time to do its thing, and it will change it up for you. So pretty cool. Again, run everything from the app. This here will also let you know when it's time to change the filter. So that's always great. You don't have to guess. Because I know some of the older ones, it's like, oh, 6 months. When am I supposed to change this? And then it just stops working. So I do like that. Anyway, let's see if we can catch a deal here. So right now it's 129.99, and then you do have a 35% coupon clip, and then you have another 35% promo code with qualifying purchase. So if someone is going to get this, let me know if that promo code works, because I don't know what qualifying purchase would mean. Because there's another promo code up here. It says if you buy a second item. So qualifying purchase, does that mean you have to buy a second item as well, or what? So somebody let me know. All right, let's see what we got here. So this next one is a robot charger. Why is it a robot charger? So robot charger, just a little charger, literally looks like a robot. It's got feet, it's got a face, everything. Great thing about it here is, first of all, when you take off the feet, that's where the plug is. The feet are magnetic, so you don't have to worry about losing that piece. Just put it on your fridge, put it on your laptop or something like that. When you plug it in, it will automatically show like eyes and a nose. When you use it as a charger, there are 3 ports. You have 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A. When you use it as a charger and your device, whatever you're charging, is completely dead, it's going to make a frown face. It's just something fun. You know what I mean? And then when it's charging like halfway, it'll have like the straight line for the mouth. And then when it's fully charged, it'll have the smiley face. So pretty cool. The one thing that I do want to mention, yes, it is a fast charger back. It's 65 watts. But if you are going to charge 3 devices at the same time, you are sharing the 65 watt by 33%. So it's not going to be as fast as it would be if you were charging up one device. I always want to mention that because I literally had someone, message me and say, "Hey, this is not charging fast at all." So I got back, to them, and we worked it out. It was because they had 2 devices charging at the same time. So 2 devices isn't as bad as 3 devices, but you're still splitting the wattage by half. You see what I'm saying? So if you're just using it just to charge one device at a time, then it's going to be a fast charger. All right. Let's see. So it's a really good deal here because normally it is, hovering around the $50 mark, $49.99, 28% off. Drops the price to $35.99. 3 color options. You have the black and the gray. You have this very gaudy that I don't like, pink, teal, and white. And then you have your purple and white. So a lot of times, let's see, the purple and white, it doesn't look like that's in stock by the seller. You have 8 other options. Be wary. I don't always, fool around with the third-party sellers, but that's up to you. Also, that one is a more expensive one. So the purple and white one is $44.99, and then the other 2 are $35.99 after your deal. All right. Next one of my favorites. This is the Bedsure Cooling Waffle Blanket. Love Bedsure. I will promote Bedsure till the day I take my last breath. They have so many color options. Their blankets, their sheets, their pillows, their comforters, their heated blankets are all so super soft. They send it to you in a manner where if you wanted to re-gift it, it is already ready to go. I don't know how to wrap presents, so I have purchased this stuff and given it to my kids because they love blankets. They love stealing my blankets. Blankets, pillows, they all come wrapped with a card, so I do like that a lot. All right. Let's see what kind of deals we have here. So the blue one, we'll start there, that I just showed you, is $56.99, 30% off, drops the price to $39.99, and that is the 66 by 90 inches. So, and that is considered the Twin XL. They have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, 18, and 2 is 20. So they have about 20 different colors to choose from. Just to give you an idea, your Twin XL, again, is 66 by 90. Your Throw XL is 50 by 70 inch. Your Full is 80 by 90. Your Queen is 90 by 90. Your King is 104 by 90. And then you have an oversized King shown in some of the pictures where you can have the whole neighborhood sitting underneath the same blanket, is 120 by 96. So let's click on that because I don't even know how much those are. Not bad. Not as good of a discount though. $79.99 for the oversized King, and then you get 5% price drop. So here is the thing though. Almost 18,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Bedsure has been around for a while, and this specific waffle size throw blanket is super popular. All right, we have another water leak detector. I will briefly talk about that. So this also is last year's model. Same exact concept, same exact things, same exact alerts. You have your gateway, you plug that in, push the button. You may not even have to push the button, to be honest with you, because, like I said, Govee Life detects everything, but because this is an older model, you may have to. And then either way, it'll detect. You link it to your Govee, put your Wi-Fi credentials in, place those sensors in strategic areas so that way if something leaks, you'll be notified. If you're home, you'll definitely wake up to that fire alarm sounding alarm. But you can either read it from the app, which will be notified, or you can, excuse me, or you can read it from email. So, all right. $54.99, 16% off, drops the price to $45.99. Then there are a bunch of promo codes here. 5% if you select 2 items, 11% on select 2 items, 10% just for getting this. So you're going to get a double discount here. I'll drop that in the chat as well. So remember, it's already 16% off, and then you can use this promo code. Detector. All right, what do we got here? This next one is an ESR iPad case. So nice and simple here, different colors to choose from. I like this for a couple of reasons. Number one, it keeps your iPad snug and safe. You just snap it in. You have the magnetized backing, so you can actually turn that to how if you want to do stuff vertical, or if you want to do stuff horizontal. Horizontal, vertical. My God, I am so tired today. But you can use it as a stand. There are 7 different angles that you can use it as a stand. So if you're going to read, if you're going to write, if you are, going to watch a movie or something like that, you can just use that for your stand as well. If it falls off the bed or something like that, it'll be protected. I wouldn't chance it and try to throw it out of a moving car or throw it off a building or anything, but I have dropped it off of a table. I actually dropped it out of getting out of the car, and then it was completely fine. All right, let's see here. 8 colors to choose from, prices ranging from $46.99 to about $48.99. 1,500 plus reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars, super popular. All right, back to Bedsure with another blanket. I'm not a fan of orange. Usually I don't care about the colors, but sometimes colors just, doesn't work for me. And this is one of them. So my daughter was gifted this one. She actually just stole it. And she uses this. Super comfortable on both sides. really smooth on the color side, and then like a smooth cotton feel on the white side. That came out all completely wrong, but you guys get what I'm saying. Let's talk about sizes. Let's talk about colors. There are close to 20 colors available. Depending on what size you get, the 50 by 60 inch is probably going to be your best bang for your buck because you can usually get them right around the $20 mark. And that was the size that you just saw that I had. 91,323 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Super popular. All right, then we are going to do a couple of more here. So let's talk about these doggy stairs. All right, so a couple of things about the doggy stairs. You have available 2-step, 3-step, 4-step, and 5-step. The cover comes off via zipper. It is washable. You just have to gentle wash it and tumble dry or air dry. If you're getting the if you're getting the 2-step, then it's already going to come formed. 3, 4, and 5, it's going to be in shrink wrap, and then when you take that off, it'll form, and it takes like 24, sometimes 2 days to form. So just keep that in mind. But Dudley over here seemed to like it. He's getting older in his years, although you couldn't tell. But it's great for your pets if they're trying to get on the couch or they're trying to get on the bed. Again, you have 2-step, 3-step, 4-step, 5-step, and a couple different colors to choose from. All right, so there's a white one here right now, and it's $54.99, 9% off. Drops the price of $49.99. Almost 1,200 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then you have a brown one and a gray one. So just check those out because you have, like I said, 2-step, 3-step, 4-step, and 5-step available. All right, I just wanted to quickly show you guys those deals. This is what we have today. And again, I will be back next week and we will discuss more deals and we'll have a lot more to show you guys. So have a great weekend, everyone. Until then, you heard it from Hollywood. Take care. See you next time.